All right, seventh grade. This challenge we're calling Challenge 3, the end of simplicity. And the reason I'm calling it the end of simplicity is the next program that you guys are going to write will have some more complexity built into it. Makes some sense. Not complexity we should worry about, not complexity we should panic about, but something different than just programming your robot to follow a line, straight line motion, right? So instead of just go forward this much and turn and go forward this much, we're going to start to make our robot increasingly smart, smarter and smarter and smarter. At least that's the hope. And eventually we should be able to program fully autonomous robots, which is obviously a little more complex than what we're doing right now with this fairly simple concept of following a path. So let's stop talking about the details and get right into the meat of the assignment. Here it is. Program your robot to complete path 3 following other requirements. Number 1, robot must end completely within a finished box, right? And we've heard that one before. Robot must remain at least partially above the travel line throughout its journey. Robot must in some way declare victory when it arrives, and the program must include at least 4 different types of coding blocks, right? So we know there's going to be a move tank, there's going to be a move steering, but aside from those two, we need to include at least two other kinds of coding blocks into our program. And that victory declaration is a great place to include those blocks. That being said, let's take a look at our diagram and make sure that we know what we're looking for here. So here's our robot. It's going to start here in the start finish blocks in this case, because it's both. We're going to go forward 94 centimeters, turn right, go forward 63 centimeters, turn right, go forward 107 centimeters, turn right again, and then go forward. This length is 43 centimeters, but to the center of the box is 63 centimeters, or about 63 centimeters. So we'll probably go forward that second amount, 63 centimeters. Again, 94 turn, 63 turn, 107 turn, and then 63 once again into the finish box where we declare victory again. So let's take a look at our calculator right away so we can get that first number so that we know what we're doing for sure. Let's clear out this mumbo jumbo and get all of this stuff cleared out so we know we're starting fresh here. So we're going 94 centimeters. And every time the wheel goes around, that circumference figure right there, circumference is 13.5 centimeters. That's pretty significant. So we're going to take that 94 and divide it by the 13.5, because every time the wheel goes around, that's 13.5 centimeters. So every 13.5 centimeters is one rotation. Divide the distance by the value of the circumference, and that'll give us the number of rotations, which in this case is 6.96. Seen that number in both of the previous programs too. It's interesting. All right, so we're going to go to our program and we'll bring in a move tank and we'll program that for 6.96 rotations. That's a great start. Okay. After that move tank, we know we're going to turn, and we're going to turn 90 degrees. So let's drag in a move steering, and we'll set that move steering for 90 degrees. It's a right-hand turn, so that 90-degree turn should be what we're looking for, unless in class I'm telling you to adjust that 90 because of some things we're noticing with the robot. But 90 degrees should work. So we've moved and we've turned. Let's go back to our diagram and take a look. So we've moved forward and we've turned. So we're facing down this line. It's 63 centimeters long. So we're going to take that 63 and divide that by 13.5. And that'll tell us we need to go forward 4.666 or 4.67 rotations, should give us that 63 centimeters. So let's do that. We'll drag in another move tank and we'll set that for 4.67 rotations. And once we've gone 4.67 rotations, which we hope is about 63 centimeters, then we're going to need to turn again. So that'll be another move steering. And again, that's a right-hand turn, so that should be 90 degrees. And now we're ready for what's next. So let's go back to our diagram and take a look. We're going 107 centimeters forward, right? So we went forward, we turned, we went forward, we turned. So we're staring down this 107 centimeter line, and we're going to figure out how many rotations that would be. 107 divided by 13.5 gives us a number. It is 7.92 925. We're going to say 7.93. That seems like a really good number to use. So I'm going to drag in a move tank, and this one's not going to work for me, so I'm going to wire that in. And again, 7.93 rotation should get me there. And again, I'm going to need to turn 90 degrees so that I can face down that last line. So here we go on that last line, and it's from here to here. And again, we say 63 centimeters. It's 48 centimeters from this corner to the start of the box, but the box is 31 centimeters across. So about half of that, 15 centimeters, would give us 48 plus 15 gives us about 63 centimeters, which means 63 centimeters should be about the middle of the box, which means that's probably what we should do. And we already went 63 centimeters. So we don't really even need to do any math. We should be able to say, okay, well, that was 4.67 rotations. So I'm going to drag in a move tank and go 4.67 rotations forward again. Now, if we take a close look, that should put us in the middle of the box. So that means we're ready for victory celebrations. And what you do for your victory celebration is completely up to you. But you need to make sure that you include at least 2 different kinds of coding blocks in that. So you have 4 different kinds of coding blocks. So let's go blinky light. How about a blinky red light? How about a blinky green light? Because we haven't done that before. We'll do a sound piece here, and we'll make that T-Rex roar. That's scary. And we'll wire that in to make sure that's part of our program. And we'll even throw in a display brick piece here. We'll make it an angry expression. I think there's one that's angry. Swearing, that's not appropriate for school. Mouth 1, mouth 2 open. There we go. Good enough, right? It looks kind of scary. Mouth 2 shut is going to be what we go with here. So again, I've got my program, I've got my celebration, 5 different kinds of coding blocks, so I'm good there. Take my screenshot, submit that screenshot in my exit ticket so we can see that code run the next time we come to class. That's really it, guys. We're looking for good programs here for challenge number 3, the end of simplicity. Can't wait to see what you have.